Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Hello.
everyone. Welcome
Okay.
to another brilliant game of Grave of Consternation. I'm your DM, host, cameo lover, and also your officiant of today's blissful wedding of roleplay and exploration, and also combat. It's polyamorous.
Hell yeah. Love is love.
Joining us here today is the bridesmaid Sam and the groomsmen Jason and Mark, whose names I totally remembered, and of course, our ring bearer, Muty.
Who's late?
We will
Did
open
you
our
say ring bear? Ring bear?
Rawr.
we will open our nuptials today with the cast and crew, our characters warming themselves up by awaiting fire, consuming breakfast, the last cooked meal that they're going to have for quite a long time. They have 7 days of journey up ahead of them. What are you guys talking about?
Hmm. Well, I've sorted out our rations and our salve. We're probably going to need to do some more foraging um, before we get to Kirsabal, and a lot more, depending on how long it takes.
Uh, what do we have left for salve and insect repellent?
We have 12 applications each. I have 2 extra, but I don't know if Koskal has any either. So we might need to reorganize.
Hopefully that'll be something that Kirsabal has that we can barter or work for.
Mhm. I have some gold from my last trip into the whatever it was called, the Gladiator Coliseum.
I
So that may be able
I have
to
a little
sort
bit
this.
too, but I mean, I don't even know if they take gold.
So we'll look over to Koskal. Do they take gold?
Well, I am mostly in charge of handling the bartering. We don't use gold as much because we don't have any useful application for it.
Then perhaps we might want to forage for something to sell to trade
That-
with.
That's what I was thinking as well. Keep an eye out for something that we may be able to exchange, something valuable like that stone that Cole found. Once we make sure it's not anything overly valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Kush Kovalinen, as the person who handles the bartering, most of the stuff we need is fabric. My baby brother likes to collect interesting things he finds. I like jewelry. Um, but anything can work out.
Well, we can see what we can find.
Okay. Oh, and hopefully, whatever the teacher has to tell us won't send us on another weeks long journey in another direction, though I feel it might.
I get the feeling that no matter where we go, it will be a long journey there.
Yeah.
But, Kosko, how are you doing? Supply-wise.
Well, Solidoggo, thank you.
So we'll look to Duvanith.
Oh, I'm doing fine. So
No, I mean, the look was more of a subtle. Can you double check that? Because you are very insightful.
Oh, sure.
Kushka will look at Duvanith.
Tuvanith will just like shrug her shoulders.
I'm telling the truth, Duvanith. I'm doing well on supplies.
Tuvanith will look at Soul. Hey, there you go. I don't know why someone who's traveling with us would go out of their way to lie about their state of rations or supplies. I think that we've been pretty forthcoming with the fact that we're more than willing to share what we have.
True, but the princess has made it very clear that she doesn't want to take from her subjects or guests, which I apparently am.
She's sitting right there, Cole.
No offense, Miss Gushkal.
I will endeavor not to take it personally.
But in all seriousness, if you are not doing well on supplies, I would prefer to share some, or perhaps in your way, maybe use. You said you handle the bartering and Gearsball, correct?
Yes. I oversee the exchange of supplies and both for the monastery and for trading out.
So theoretically, could I trade to you some of my rations on credit for when we get back to Kirsabal?
I'm doing well on rations. I just eat as I walk. I do, however, need salve.
Very well then.
I have a bit more of a natural predisposition. My mother made sure that I was inoculated against most diseases and such, but it is
Itchy.
itching all over, everywhere.
Alright then. So we'll hand over his pot of insect salve for the time being. There's 2 uses in there currently that you can borrow.
Yeah. I'm going to take my leave. And she will get up, already scooping a handful, and leave. Very regally, very formally. She walks 10 feet, she's still in plain sight, and it's just her, like, scrubbing down with the salve.
As she walks away, Duvanith will look at her bag to try to determine, like, are there enough rations in it? Or like, does it look like she has been gathering food, or is she bluffing?
Cool. Give me a investigation check.
Sure.
Nice.
Alright, what was your number?
20. Muty's here.
Hey, the ring bearer.
Nice. Just give me 1 second to answer that.
No
Discuss
worries.
amongst yourselves.
As I said.
Well,
Good afternoon. It's been a minute.
oh,
Oh, cool.
you're
You joined
here.
us.
Hello.
I reorganized the rations and salves. We have currently 3 rations each, and then 12 uses of the salve left for each of us. So we'll definitely have to do some more foraging during our travel, Cole.
That's not a problem at all. I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Duvanith, as you're sort of observing, you get a pretty good look at it. It doesn't look like it looks full, but you can't make out any other detailings or so on.
Does it look more full than when I took it off of Rourke?
It does not. It looks almost exactly the same.
Okay. Duvanith will say, yeah, her pack doesn't really look like she's...
Gathered anything?
Well, at least nothing that she hasn't immediately consumed, which is concerning.
Well, we do have 3 extra rations left, which will put us all on even standing, so we could give them to her. Or trade them out.
Yeah, let's see what happens, see what we can find today. Frankly, I'm sick of looking at that tree in particular in this patch of jungle.
Why that tree in particular?
I don't know, it just upsets me. It just doesn't seem like it's supposed to be there.
Wait, doesn't that
So we'll
tree...
look at the tree in question.
Cole is also going to look at the tree in question.
Is that the tree Giovanna threw her knife at?
Eku is also looking at the tree in question. She's stroking her chin. So the tree you're looking at appears to be like the same kind of tree that's everywhere in the jungle. The bark is surprisingly dry, and there's not a lot of moss. Staring at it, it does look like it was just transplanted. But the roots are too big to have been. It looks wrong, but like not in a way any of you can it just.
When did you see that?
I've been looking at it on and off since we've been here for 24 some odd hours, and I ad-libbed a line, and now Fish has made it weird.
I'm kind of concerned that I did not see this earlier.
How far away is it?
Like 20 feet. It's on the
this
outskirts of camp.
Jet, from 20 feet? Okay. Jet's gonna sit there, and he's gonna grab his prayer book, and he's going to start ritual casting Detect Magic.
Okay.
Oh, we should probably do that for the stone that Cole found anyway, so it's not completely useless.
True.
Oh shit, word.
Yeah.
It's something.
Hey, thank you, Kate.
That's something Mark has been wondering for a while, but literally didn't want to like meta that because technically Jet doesn't know you have it yet.
Yeah, now he is.
No, we Cole mentioned it.
Oh no, I think Jet knows that he has it.
The cool
Cole
rock.
just convinced him that it's broken.
No,
No.
not the sending stone. The cool rock that you found on the
cool rock.
Thayans.
Hello.
Okay, so you're casting Detect Magic?
Yep, as a ritual.
Cool. As you're casting, Kushkal is going to kind of throw you a... not a judgy look, but like you're just kind of chanting and waving your arms around, so she'll take a few steps back and do her own business, and Eku's busy staring at the tree. By the time you get done casting it, several things are going to
Shit.
light up.
Okay.
Eku is going to light up
Just herself.
her whole body. Yeah. And her staff.
Okay.
Probably illusion, I would guess.
Actually,
The
I do know what the magic is.
The tree does not light up, and Koshkal's bag does light up.
Mm-hmm. Fucking holding out on a bag of holding.
Guess you could say she's been holding out on it.
The magic around Eku isn't identifiable. It feels raw and like growth and constant motion, a little bit like druid magic. The bag Koshkol has is like transmutation, maybe conjuration. I don't. It's one of
Transmutation,
those.
probably.
Yeah.
And nothing off of the rock that Cole found.
Oh, no, the rock lights up.
Ooh.
I got a magic rock.
Oh wait, which rock?
The pink
Uh,
one.
The like opal-esque one that we got.
Oh yeah,
last session.
that's just a rock.
Okay.
It's just a
okay,
cool
cool.
rock.
Okay.
If we can identify it, it could be spellcasting materials.
Yeah.
Jet's gonna stare at Eku for an extra second.
There is, the magic stone in
Cole's
Koshok's care. Yeah, but not the pink one.
Okay. Jet's gonna look at Eku for a second and just study the glow. With a smile.
Okay.
Eku
And-
will smile back.
Is it the bag itself or is it something in the bag?
For who?
Coach Call's bag.
The bag.
As Jet turns, he's going to like catch an eye with Divanith and quickly look down at the bag. Well, he's not saying anything. He's gonna catch her eye, look down at the bag really quickly, and then slowly go back up the tree and goes, that tree's not magical.
I didn't necessarily say it was magical, just that it gave me bad vibes.
How far away is the princess?
25 feet. She
she's still
counted
far.
wrong.
Okay. He's gonna see where she is, and he's gonna look at Duvanith and Soul and go, it's magical.
What's magical?
The bag.
Like the bag? The bag?
The whole bag. All of it.
Okay.
Interesting. I wonder if she wanted to keep it so bad.
But
We can talk to her about it.
Why would you make a magic bag?
I don't know.
I assume to hold things in it.
Why does it have to be magic to be able to do
I
that?
don't know.
So the bag can technically be bigger? Maybe?
Yes.
Just
I mean, Devon, you've been around adventuring enough. You know that like a bag of holding is like one of the most like wonderful things you can own as an adventurer, right?
a what?
A bag of holding.
Don't all bags do that?
No, this is a special bag that's bigger, that's smaller on the outside than it is on the inside.
I'm confused as well. What are you talking about?
Am I the only one that's like done any sort of adventuring here?
I have no idea what
Do
you're
you
talking
not
about.
remember the part of I told you that I ran away?
Also, I am a hermit. I have no idea what anything is.
I showed up to Port Nyanzaru with a dress in my bag.
She did.
Ugh. Well, bags of holding are very nice. Whether
Right,
it's bag of holding-
Should we push on?
Jug?
Jug time.
Jug first.
Oh, right. I almost forgot.
The rug.
Jug. No, we're fine. It's a jug.
Rug. Jugs.
We get
Okay,
another
no,
jug.
who invited?
You guys, when the jug exposes everybody.
One.
Fuck.
Oh shit! It's another Razni.
It's a Rosny.
Razni.
It's a boss knee.
So again, the water spills and sprays out from the leaf Solidago's holding, the spray splashing at everybody's feet and soaking their knees.
Soul, take
And
a
the-
step back.
Image gathers. It reveals Raznasi in his vulture makeup, except this time it's distorted and blurring his face. There's sweat, like pigment-colored sweat, kind of pouring down his body. There's blood splatter. It looks like his left arm was gouged deeply, and it's sort of just hanging limply at his side. And all around him is just pure, sweet carnage. There's undead attacking soldiers or warriors en masse, and every time one of them goes down, a second will pass, and then they'll climb up out of the horde and join them in attacking the next warrior over. And Rosdacy is taking a second to breathe, and as he does, a spear goes flying past his face, and barely a second goes by before a handsomely painted warrior bearing a tall shield that's taller and wider than him bashes into him and knocks him flat into the ground. And what follows is just a toe-to-toe fight. Rosny doesn't have his pick anymore. He only has his hands and his book, and he's just fighting bare bones against this man. And Frosty fights dirty. He's gouging at eyes, pulling at tongues, ripping out hair, and eventually he wins. He comes out on top. The warrior never really had a chance. He only got an upper hand for maybe a few seconds before Rosny put him out by choking him out and breaking his neck. And we'll walk forward, and as he does, the warrior who fought will too climb up, the wounds already festering and bubbling gray like the ghouls and zombies you've seen before, and the image will wash out.
He just keeps on seeming to get more and more violent.
Hold on.
Was notably handsome shield man recognizable to us? Or did he just look like just any old Omuan, presumably? Based on his notable handsomeness.
No, he... Looking over at Koshkal, the features the man had do not look the same.
Okay.
The notably handsome man had a bit of a flatter face and still a strong nose, but straight, not hooked like Koshkal is.
Okay, and then second question is, the shield guy did not look like Blueprint Man, right?
No.
Okay, cool.
Blueprint Man looks kind of geeky. The notably handsome man was like on par with Shago in terms of like everything.
Got it. Cool. Those were my questions.
Anyone?
So I think Rosny might be the necromancer, guys.
Yes, actually. I had a conversation with Kuskal the other night where she talked a little bit more in detail about Rosny and his whole lore.
Anything worth repeating?
The only
In a moment. But in the time being, Cole is more than welcome to speak.
Muted.
No, you're good. We can hear you, Muted.
Cole would pause for a second. The only thing I know where it was a situation with such carnage is from the time he basically desecrated the Mesroans.
Well, he didn't just. It wasn't the Mesrins, it was the Ashawans he retaliated against because the Ashawans attacked the Mesrins. So we'll take a moment to scroll back through the talk. So, what I remember Kuskal telling me is that Mesro had basically taken over Chult for the most part and basically allowed the tribes to travel through the area as they saw fit. But then they tried to require that there could only be one arcane user, magic user within a family, and so they weren't happy about that, and the Ashawans attacked the Mesrins, and in return, Rosny attacked the Ashawans. So, what we saw was probably an Ashawan warrior getting destroyed. And Rosny is able to control the undead. It was something gifted to him by Upteo.
Okay.
Okay, don't like that.
But we might be able to find some more out at Kirsabal.
Well, we're certainly, as we press forward, we're more likely to get a bit of context for some of the things that we could potentially ask about.
I think that would be good. It gives us a goal to have fun.
All right. Well, should we pack up and get on the road?
I believe so.
They killed almost everyone and Drosny. Well, he kills everyone right back. But yep, so we'll pack up his stuff and I'll join the others.
Duvonic mean mugs the tree as they leave.
The tree lifts out of the ground, pulling its roots, and reveals it as a tree ant, and it brutally attacks and slaughters the entire party. Thank you guys for joining Grave of Consternation. Join us next campaign for Descent.
The pain is finally over.
What's bad is Jet was actually going to go to that tree.
The day starts off with a light rain battering everybody's faces. Most of it seems to be just water dripping off of the thick canopy overhead, and it's bright sunlight filtering in, but as the group goes deeper and deeper, the canopy overhead is getting thicker and thicker. It isn't dark yet, but it's barely past maybe the noon when it's about as bright as it would be at dusk.
And this
Lovely.
this seems like it's based on the density of the canopy and not any sort of weird magical hijinks.
Yeah, the trees are just getting taller and
Okay.
And thick.
Cool.
Does it at least feel cooler?
No. It just, instead of a dry baking heat, it's like a wet broiling heat.
That's
I
where
love that.
So, you guys are now simmering.
In the saucepan of love.
The day progresses much like that. It's just a lot of tiresome walking. And it'll keep raining. You guys will be able to take camp without much interference. Solidago, the Princess Koshkal will take you up on helping you forage if you're still up for
Yes.
it.
He will gladly help with that.
Cool. As you guys forage, she brings along Yoka, and she is quiet the entire time. But go ahead and make a... Was it nature or survival?
It was nature.
Survival.
Or was it? I thought we made it nature last time.
I made
Well-
it nature for you.
Yeah. I would prefer if it was survival because that's what I actually have proficiency in.
Jason, the DM, steps out. Per the DMG, it's survival, but obviously you're the DM. Do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
So roll survival with advantage.
Oh, that was an advantage, but a 19. And then let me see if I can get a 20. I don't know why it wasn't all 1. So yeah, a 19. Nice.
Cute. Just give me uno momento.
At some point in time, Soul will sort of like look to Kostka and be like, "Is everything all right?"
Yes, of course. Am I being too offhandish?
No, I just wanted to double check. Because I did see a really interesting rock back there. I'm sure Yoko would enjoy looking at it briefly.
Yoko will look between the two, and he's like, so I'm gonna go look. And as he steps out, Koshka will place a firm hand on his shoulder and keep him there.
It wasn't
Yep.
actually that cool of a rock.
Right. Plus, it would be very indecent to be in the company of...
Oh, I was just going to say that he and I could both go look at the rock.
Oh. No, I'll be fine. I'm waiting for it to rain harder.
That reminds me of a certain band that Liz seems to have been getting into recently. Evanescence, I think is the name of it.
I didn't grow up around music.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. Is this a good leaf?
Yes. Go ahead and roll 1d6.
God.
A 1.
You get 2 pounds of food.
Ugh. Even with the 19?
Yeah, it really
Oh.
sucked.
Yeah, oh well. Soul will figure out something to do with it.
This tree is very menacing. It looks like it has a face on the bark.
Soul will look at it.
It looks like it has a face on the bark.
Huh. That is quite interesting.
It is. Whoop, I needed that. Thank you.
Yep, of course.
And she'll pat Solidago on the arm exactly twice and then beeline back to the group.
Actually, Koshko,
Yes, she'll turn around.
honestly though, how are you doing on rations and water?
Fine. I wouldn't lie about the rations or water, because that would actually prove to be a detriment to the group. Also, I like eating. Even if it's...
Leaf?
yes.
Mhm.
Even if it's... leaf.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Oh, very good. Alright. I trust you.
Thank you. As well, thank you for the salve, Solidago. Can we please return to the group now?
Yes.
Thank you. Beeline's back to the group.
Alright. So with the 6... So 3... Okay, so everyone can... I'm going to take from the extra rations that you have, Cole, and give everyone one extra ration, and then Cole, you'll still have one more above that. I'm adjusting everyone's sheet right now, just so
Thank
you don't
you.
have to worry about it.
Nothing else will happen for the day. You guys managed to take camp, and the night passes uneventfully.
Oh, can I say one quick thing?
Yes.
When Yoka comes back, Cole will reach into his pack and like hold out the pretty rock to Yoka. He's like, I heard you like rocks.
Yes, I do.
Would you like this rock?
Yes.
He gives the rock to Yoka.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Coach called. Do you want to see the rock I got? Yes, Yoka. I would love nothing more than to see the rock you got. Oh, it's so beautiful, Yoka. That's a very beautiful color. It almost looks like a sunrise. Yes, the light redness of it is stunning. I love spending time with you too, Yoka. You're the best.
Oh, rip.
You can set up the rain catchers if you want. I will bring us back over to the camp spot because I did so. But yeah, the night passes uneventfully. As you guys take watch, the rain will sort of pitter down, and for once in a while, when you guys wake up, it's actually dry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look.
Waiting for it to carry over.
Oh, great. It's morning again. You know what that means.
It is now morning.
Time to roll that jug!
Alright, Echo, your turn.
Nice. D4. A 2. Boy, I think this is the architect?
Yeah, this is Architect Boy.
Yes.
So, what you see is Blueprint Man standing on a gorgeous balcony overlooking a city brimming with fire. There's pillars of smoke, rubble everywhere, and this balcony he's on is untouched. You can see the metal on the railing reflecting, proving it's some kind of precious metal or something else like that. And standing beside him is a unreasonably tall, pale-skinned man. His back is to the viewers, but he's wearing a long, fluttering robe, much like the one you guys sort of had seen artists in, or it's not Chulten. And protruding from at least the front of his head is you guys can see 2 horns. Just sort of straight up. Not particularly long, not particularly thick, just horns. And the two men are making idle conversation as clued in by their hands. And it just kind of progresses uneventfully like that until Blueprint Man will turn suddenly to the person next to him and lean forward, either in excitement or disbelief. And the man next to him will pull a knife out of his back pocket and put it in between Blueprint Man's 7th and 8th rib.
Ooh.
The man in the
Ooh.
robe stabs Blueprint Man?
Yes. And the image will wash out.
Oh. I don't suppose we'll be seeing any. That's interesting.
And I was beginning to appreciate Blueprint Man.
Well, it's
Sorry.
only a memory. Well, I'm sure we'll see more of him.
I have a feeling these particular memories going in chronological order, so this may be the last we see of Blueprint Man unless he becomes a zombie.
Well, I mean, it's Chult. It's not completely unreasonable that he would.
Do you all think that the memories are also chronological with the other sort of personalities?
Like Rosny and us.
Maybe not us so much, but the Rosny memories, we just saw him engaging in some sort of siege or combat. In this particular memory, we saw a city burning. Perhaps this man, Blueprint Man, is Shawan
Present.
or Mesrin, and was a target of Rosny's violence.
Hmm.
Or
Did the Rosny memory from yesterday have any fire of notice in it?
No, just a lot of blood.
The memory from Rosny last night didn't have much fire in it. But I do remember one of the earlier memories we had of Rosny where he was in a city on fire running from the undead.
maybe that was the moment Uteo gave him power over the undead?
Perhaps. Maybe this memory, and he'll nod at the jug. This is different perspective on the same memory from before.
Or, well, yes, that, definitely. Soul. But we've seen Rosny fight. We know that he's a terror on the battlefield, for lack of a better term.
That seems like an accurate one.
Yeah, we've seen that he either comes with, or well, we know, or legend will lead us to believe the fact that he could command an army of undead. For a long time, I was theorizing that there was some sort of deal between Rosny and whoever was controlling the undead. But we saw Blueprint Man sort of engaging with all these different mysterious figures. Maybe it was Blueprint Man who made the deal in an attempt to try to stop Rosny from taking his city, and it worked, and that's why we saw Rosny flee in the burning city.
Potentially. I don't quite know. That seemed, from what we've seen of Rosny, he's potentially motivated. With this man, all we've seen of him is him working, killing a man with a zombie thing, and, well, making a man fear at least, and
Wait, wasn't he led to his room by a zombie?
Yeah, and he was like pleading with it, if I recall correctly, and then it like exhaled blue smoke.
no, it was someone else, I believe, who was pleading, I thought.
No, Blueprint Man was pleading with the zombie, but the zombie just left the room.
No, I'm positive it wasn't the Blueprint Man.
Hmm.
What do our sources say?
So my notes about that particular vision say, not quite Chulten, dimples, black hair, white vestments, tying on bracers, stacked earring triangle, zombie watching, zombie.
No,
White.
that's the Rosny one. That's the wrong memory.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you just put Rosny down as stacked, though. That's perfect.
I was using. I used Fish's words.
Yeah, that sounds like Fish's words on that one.
Rosny is racked, stacked, and packed.
Yeah. So it says, zombie watching, window observer, zombie pleading, blue smoke robes, which obviously is very broken, and we can. It could mean anything, but that's what I have.
I thought
And
it
then
was.
there's also a big dash that says Omuin, which so.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm positive it was more than one person in the room for that one.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
But maybe it's possible that this Blueprint Man was under Rosny's jurisdiction
Potentially.
and then got betrayed.
If he has access to undead, it's completely possible that he would be working for Rosny.
Maybe that's why he got murdered. Maybe that's why he got stabbed.
I'm wondering. I don't know how any of this works, but I'm wondering if tomorrow, when we pour the jug again, if we were to see Blueprint Man again, or whatever impression Blueprint Man had on this particular memory or string of memories, if it's going to transfer, or we're going to see a different player in this scheme, for lack of a better term.
Potentially.
Who knows?
All right. Well, we can think about it while we walk.
Mm-hmm.
Walking and rolling.
Down to the beach, I'm strolling.
The day is just as hot as it was before, but this time there's no reprieve from the rain, and it's all evaporating. There's condensation on the leaves, and there's no wind either. It's just completely still, and you're almost swimming through the air. You guys are all in a state of misery as your clothes are getting wet, but there's nothing to cool you off. Koshkal looks miserable. She's constantly brushing the hair that's slicked down to her head. Yoka looks fine. So does Eku. Eku actually looks a little bit better. She's like much in the way the Shago was, where instead of sweating, he glistened. Eku is like, she's fine. It's just accentuating all the good things.
Ugh, gosh. So, like, gives her an approving nod. If I was at all interested in women.
Echo.
How do you guys look walking through the broiling pan that is Chult?
Awful.
Miserable.
Sweating through all of her clothes, and her hair also has like uncomfortable levels of volume and is like falling apart on account of the humidity.
Ooh.
Oh man, I feel that deep in my soul.
That me looking at myself right now. No, go ahead.
Cole looks like the rain is making him wet, like his clothes and whatnot, but he's got like a little turtle shell shield, so at least his back's not getting super wet, and the rain just like runs down his hair, so that doesn't seem to be getting, it seems to be getting damp but not getting wet.
It's not rain. It's just
Soup.
yeah, it's
soup?
just like
Humid.
It's just soup.
It's moisture. It's literally just straight.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was raining. I thought
like
sorry.
100%
heat
humidity.
evaporation, except there's nowhere to escape to. So you guys
Oh,
are
rip.
swimming in broiling water.
It's a sauna in here.
Then Cole looks mildly uncomfortable, but he doesn't seem to be sweating too much.
Being the reptilian, semi-pseudo-reptilian that Soul is, not having any hair to worry about is definitely helping. And being used to warmer body temperature stuff, he's holding in okay. But he definitely keeps on like sort of like taking like deeper breaths and like grumbling about like how horrible the air is to breathe.
Well, at least you're getting your water. Delicious. Oh no, it's dice time.
Well, it's dice time. Ah.
As the group is walking, Koshkal, who kind of flags behind but not too strongly, will kind of walk forward, marching beside Solidago, and just say, "We're in monsoon season," and then she'll walk back to where she was positioned before.
Oh. Oh no.
The day passes uneventfully. It's just
Like that.
It's just like that. A nice wind does pick up. It's weak, and it just batters against the party. But it is a decent reprieve from everything else. You guys will be able to take another short rest.
Tight.
Woo!
I am going to ask, can everybody edit their token
How so?
to have the, like, HP stuff?
Oh right, you.
Yeah, I messed that up.
If you would like, Fish, I can.
Well, I'm, like, asking if you guys can.
Oh,
You should
actually-
fix it on the character sheet, and it should fix over because mine was fine.
mm-hmm.
Okay, well, if you guys can find a way to put your HP back, that'd be great for me. If not, just let me know the numbers, and I'll put them in myself.
I was gonna say, I think you have to turn the bars on.
If you hit the edit button mark on your token, like the little cog, it'll open up like the edit token thing, and then it'll be like,
leave bar blank. Okay. Yeah.
yeah. So you just put, yeah.
Yeah,
the
it needs to be. You have to have your HP on both
Yep.
sides of the slash for the
Yeah,
bar to.
it already is. I did it in the beginning, so literally I just have to update the character sheet. I forgot.
I think
that.
it was me who was fucked up.
I was also fucked up.
Yeah, everyone's messed up except Jet. So if you guys can fix that, and we can take a 5-minute break.
Sure.
If you guys need to.
If you just pull them from the
Yeah,
from the
but now
side,
you have to.
I'm aware.
Oh.
I'm just saying that all of them should be set up so that way, if you just drag them over, they'll be fine again.
I just did that, they weren't. I also make sure you guys are level 7 and that you guys took a long rest.
I'm in danger.
Do you want me to do the be back?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll be right back, guys.
Yes,
Bye, guys!
Hi, guys.
Hey guys, welcome back to the beautiful wedding. I'm still your officiant and also your best friend now. We've had a comfortable time talking together, haven't we? We joined the group. The second night has just passed during this voyage. A strong wind is beginning to brew, and the group will find themselves in the morning experiencing a light misty rain that's coming in sideways. The wind isn't particularly blowing anybody over, but it's enough to slick back Duvaneth's hair, make Jet look ethereal as his hair is being playfully toyed with, and, you know, so on and so forth. The morning will come.
Chuck, 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 Chuck. Jason, it's your turn.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh no, I'm so scared.
It's scary.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another
Yes,
D4. Fingers crossed.
Is it
I want
Another
a.
D4.
Does it want a
Jason.
soul?
Jason,
or I
roll
want-
another D4.
what?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You get a soul one instead of a demonic one.
Oh, it's soul one?
I think so. We're about to
I
find out.
update my chart, which is just Sam's chart, but copied into my notebook.
Thanks.
So, what you see is a group of lightly armored but well geared dragonborn of varying shapes and sizes, standing just outside of a wooden hut, a wooden hut that many of you recognize as being on the West Favorn thingy mabobber. It's very familiar architecture, very small though, and they're all bracing up against the door, clearly getting ready to enter. You see Solidago, unreasonably handsome, unreasonably shiny, wearing a well-fitted but not sexy, kind of military-esque uniform, and a tall, giant black dragonborn, positioned right by the door, is going to count down. And as he does, Solidago just kicks the door in, and it goes flying into the hut, and the rest of the dragonborn will follow suit. And the image washes out as you all recognize a younger Alba and a green dragonborn throwing out a sort of scarred elven man with blood on his hands.
So they count down, they open the door to the hut, and they throw out, and saw Alba and another dragonborn throw out an elven.
Yeah.
Mhm. And Soul kicked down the door. Does Soul remember this particular escapade?
Sure.
Feel free to fill in the blanks.
Ah, great.
So who was that?
If you needed to, if you need me to give you ideas, just let me know.
Maybe just the identity of the elf. I can fill in the rest.
Okay, cool. That was the elf's name was
He probably wouldn't care about a name, especially not back then.
Asraptit. It's something really gnarly and gross like that. Just a lot of S's and P's and D's and T's.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. He was. Don't remember. His name was something weird, but he was. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, he was some sort of bandit of some kind on the road, and we were hired to deal with. Bless you.
Oh, bless you, Cole.
Quite a dainty sneeze.
It was a lot of force for a single bandit.
Well, he was something else. We weren't sure how many people would be in his space with him, and we just happened to be a larger than average group.
All right. Should we
That's
set off?
interesting to hear. But yes, we should set off.
That
Duvana's gonna vibe check Soul.
Gonna give Soul a nice little vibe check.
Vibe check. Just to see his response overall to what just went down.
all right. Go ahead. Oh, should I say fish or would you?
Huh?
Should I describe
Yeah.
the vibe check? Okay. Surprisingly, perhaps it's just surprisingly he's particularly hard to read at this moment.
Okay.
He has that same old smile that he usually does.
Duvana will just take that as a sign that this was like a good mission and there was no moral grayness involved with it.
Yeah. Surely. Nothing wrong with it.
Everything's fine. There's nothing wrong.
The
Let's
wind
continue.
is steadily picking up throughout the rest of the day, and along with it, a particular stench. The rotting, festering smell of undead that lumps up in your throat and doesn't go away no matter what you do. Echo will warn the party to get in close and be very quiet. It appears that you guys are heading into particularly thick undead territory. And the wind is only getting stronger. There's rain that occasionally blows in, but nothing consistent. Just as you guys are getting used to it, it'll die down, and just as you're getting used to no rain, it picks up again. You guys
by
will...
the way, Koshka mentioned that it's monsoon season.
That would have been nice to know.
I did say it out loud. I'll speak louder next
Did
time.
you expect us to pay attention? Sorry.
Jets.
I'm dying in this
Oh.
fucking heat. You're kidding me.
Jet really said fuck.
Because Alita's not here.
Alita's not here, so he's rude now.
Koshiko will visibly rear back from Jet's comment, and her jaw will lock up, and a muscle kind of jumps, but she will bite her tongue, and she won't say a word, but her eyelids are twitching for like 10 minutes as they're walking. You guys take camp.
Yay!
Tense pitched up. Duvana says back, man, did it feel quiet to anybody else today?
Surprisingly, yes, a little bit.
It was interesting to say the least.
We do need to go find some more rations. Jet and Duvanith and I only have one ration left, and Cole, you only have the one. You only have two.
Well, I can go out foraging this time if you guys would prefer.
I'll join you. Give you a little bit of help.
That's up to you.
I like doing it.
All right. Make a nature check, Cole, with
Oh.
advantage.
Advantage. Alright.
23.
Cool. 1d6 plus 1.
3.
You get 3 days of food.
Ooh.
I'll go ahead.
Alright, 3 rations it seems.
It's better than none. They'll at least give us a little bit of more even standing. Will last for another day.
As the two have sort of ventured off, and this is a little bit after Koshkal has been simmering, she will approach Duvanith, maintaining a respectful distance, and say simply, "How long do your rests watch? How long do you keep watch?"
Me or everybody else? Because the answer is different.
You.
About 4 hours, usually in the middle of the night.
Wonderful. You said that I could ask you for help. You didn't use that wording exactly, but I interpreted it as such.
I mean, yes, of course.
Very well. I would like to call upon you tonight during your watch in assistance with learning the Elvish script. I know how to pronounce many of it, but I don't actually know what the lettering looks like. I would like to know what it looks like.
Devoneth will nod and say, I can help for a little bit, though I'm supposed to be watching the tree line and things like that. And you need your rest as well, Your Majesty. We're still out in the middle of the woods.
Yes, I wouldn't take more than an hour of your time. And I will do my best to assist you in also watching the tree. So,
Great. See you then.
yes. She'll take a step back.
Speaking of which, has the tree been following us?
So it's just one dry tree. It's one dry tree.
Are you looking?
Yes.
Okay.
Cole's gonna look.
When you took camp last time, it looked like the tree was there. But as you have been walking, you've been noticing it more and more. And as you're preparing, getting the campfire going, it looks like all of the trees
Oh no.
are that tree. And you blink, and you can recognize the uniqueness of all of them. You're very familiar with trees. But out of the corner of your eye, when you're not paying attention to it, they're menacing and mocking, and they're there. And they're all tall, and they're all bowing in the wind, gathering over you, and they're just constantly dripping. And it's not rain, it's not condensation, it's sap, and it's digging and burrowing into your skin. So you take first watch, right, Koshak?
he takes third watch.
Cool.
Soul takes
It is
first watch.
the longest 2 hours of your life.
Oh man. So all the paranoia sets in. All trees look like the weird dry tree. Life is
God.
suffering. Nothing will ever return to the way it was.
My God.
Duvaneth, your watch happens. It'll be approximately an hour into it before Koshkal emerges from your tent and will give you a stiff, formal bow.
Hey,
Hi. May I approach?
yeah.
She takes one step forward. Thank you. I found a stick. She holds it up
All right.
for you to draw in the dirt.
Oh, I figured you were going to use like a pen or an inkwell or something, but that actually makes more sense.
I don't have anything to write with. Inkwells tend to break and then they get ink everywhere, and I can magic it away, but it's still. Also, it's really expensive.
No, it's fine. Give it here. And she'll like kick at the ground to like clear out some place with the dirt.
She'll pass over the stick. It's a good stick. It's long, it tapers, very firm, won't break.
Okay, so she'll start writing out the alphabet. And then she'll say, so this right here is the alphabet. And I'll just write hello. And she writes it twice. The first time it's looping, curly script, punctuated with a bunch of apostrophes. And then the second time it's exactly the same letters without the apostrophes. And then she'll say, so there's technically two different scripts or two different ways of writing. The first one up here with the little apostrophe marks would be more formal. I would suggest utilizing that script if you were writing to like elven nobility or things like that. Now, if you were writing in a more informal sense, perhaps to a letter to me or to a friend, not necessarily a royal or noble contact, you would drop all of the apostrophes. The second one.
Do you pronounce the apostrophes?
No, but sometimes yes. It kind of varies and depends based on um, your familiarity with the language, and also you kind of break your speech at them if you're trying to overcome for not sharing like a regional dialect or an accent with someone.
Very well. All of the manuscripts we have at the monastery are pre-spell plague, and they're all formal declarations. I just assumed that I might have to reteach myself how to pronounce a lot of everything.
I mean, if there are formal declarations in an older script, you really only need to worry about the top one. It's generally syllabaic, so the apostrophe goes where the syllable ends or begins or trails off. It really makes no sense, which is why people utilize the informal sense when they're writing to people they're familiar with and not necessarily in a formal way.
That's really nice to learn. Chilton and even Omuan that I speak don't have any difference between formal or informal. It's why I prefer speaking in common. It's more varied.
I find it interesting that there wouldn't be any differentiation in a language of a people with royalty, that there would be any sort of that there wouldn't be a formal dialect.
It is peculiar.
Royals have a tendency of really liking to assert how superior they are by utilizing particular dialect or um, words to sound educated or enlightened. They probably really aren't. They just had really good teachers.
Really, I would have no such idea of a thing. I, being a royal princess, of course, would never attempt to posture myself as being held at a higher level than other people.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's how leaders should be, but not always are.
I was attempting sarcasm.
Oh, it didn't really land. I'm sorry.
I was mocking my stiff nature. I believe an hour has passed.
Oh, would you look at that?
Yes, the trees.
You mean like those weird looking ones over there?
No, they're just trees.
I don't know.
What? I don't like the way that one looks.
Same. I'll keep an eye on it. Get some
Yes.
sleep. We've got a day tomorrow.
You too. I hope nothing attacks us while we sleep, or some silent, shadowy stalker appears out of the woodworks and then kills you without alerting the rest of the camp, and then we wake up to your massacred body. That would be devastating. Good night. She leaves.
Uh-huh. Okay. Great. Dubaneth will, now that that has happened, will go ahead and adjust her position to, like, somewhere in, like, a brush line or something, where she can, like, actively hide, but also watch the camp. And we'll take the rest of her watch there.
Cool.
I would. Duvaneth hides next to a tree, and the tree goes, "Some wild shit, huh?"
The tree. Huh, royalty, am I right? Got it.
Jack comes to take Koshak comes to take watch, and Duvan is just having like a spirited conversation with the tree. And Koshak's like, the dude's an a-hole to me. Why is he nice to you?
When Cole finally does come out to take his watch, Duvaneth will do the thing where she just materializes out of nothing.
Every time. Why you do this?
Sorry. I just wanted to be less seen after getting skewered by Terrafolk the other night. Nothing of significance happened. Have a good watch. I'm gonna get some sleep.
You do that. Mm-hmm. And then when Jet switches off with Cole, Cole looks like he's just had the worst time of his life.
Sap pouring down the lines of the bark, hardening at the base and drying, and the hot, crisp sun, and the sap is red. It's red, Koashak. It's red.
Sometimes being a druid is awful. Good night, Jet.
Okay.
Jet, you have a nice watch.
Okay.
The trees are fine. The morning comes. I'm going to take a quick break. You guys roll for the drug.
All right,
Shit.
Mark,
I think it's Mark's turn, yeah.
Shit. All right.
make it good. Hey, it's our boy.
Which
It
one?
is a whole blueprint
Oh,
boy.
That's Blueprint Man's role.
But Blueprint Man is dead.
Well, now we get to see pre or post Blueprint death.
It's just gonna be like a fucking 5 minutes of his corpse shambling around. Like,
You get a close up of Rosny going, "Oh my dear, what have they done to you?"
so it's like Shaun of the Dead. He's just like in Rosny's shed, and Rosny comes out every once in a while, gives
Oh
him.
my god! And plays video games with him every so often.
Yeah.
I need to watch the trilogy again.
Oh, they're so good.
They actually, I think on HBO Max now they have all three.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So
Yeah,
like Shaun of the Dead and
Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and At World's End.
okay, I've seen Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, but I have not seen At World's End.
Oh man, I love that one.
Also,
Basically-
I drew a little
You drew a
chibi
little what?
skull. I drew a little chibi skull with a stick.
Of course, with a stick. It's the hitting stick.
Wow.
Wow.
Cusco discovers a stick. Cusco discovered a stick.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Exactly. Also, I like that you posted the same thing twice. Oh no, hold it. You didn't post the same thing twice.
It's the same joke twice with different context.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Jokes. Also, we rolled a 2.
Nice. So, again, the image forms on the fan of water, and what you see is a robed figure. Not the one you saw gank Blueprint Man, but definitely smaller, normal, people-sized, walking through a tight, rough-hewn, like, corridor, like a mining shaft or something, but a bit more intentional. And walking beside him appear to be, like, mechanical spiders made out of bone and sinew. And the figure has a articulated mask of some kind of metal, featuring a face contorted in fear or grief or surprise. Its mouth is wide open, and there's a thick beard all around it. And the figure is just walking very casually. And it will keep walking, being escorted, or maybe even escorting the bone sinew horrifying spiders of death, until the figure comes across a door, just a plain wooden door, and quietly opens it with a key, and then walks in, and the image ends.
Death spiders.
What the hell were those things?
Those were horrifying, is what they were.
That's
Yes,
weird.
quite terrifying was what they were.
Ugh.
You think one of those were Blueprint Man?
Maybe
I
the man
mean,
behind the mask.
Or could the man behind the mask been? No, he was too short.
Yes, the horned man was very, very tall and pale. Well, to be fair, I don't think we saw any skin on this one. Seemed kind
Just
of
the
covered.
mask.
Okay.
Well, that got us exactly nowhere from last time.
I
Well,
certainly
we have a new
have
character.
new nightmare fuel. That's for sure.
Yes. Speaking of nightmare fuel, we should probably go and try to get some more rations.
All right. You're me, princess.
Excuse me?
Do you want to go foraging, or do you want me to go foraging?
I would vastly prefer for you to go foraging.
All right. Good. All right. So let's go.
Yep.
Foraging time.
A 2d6 plus 1.
Ooh, 2d6.
Yeah, it's a 19.
Nice.
8.
That means 2 rations for each of us. I'll adjust. We each have 3 rations each now.
Hey.
Awesome.
Got a lot of food today.
Okay.
All right.
The last break we took, were you guys, do you guys need to use the restroom, refill on any water?
We're saving right now.
Yeah, we're in the same.
We are auto-saving.
Because you say
I need
that,
to use the bathroom.
Grab
You're
something.
Alright, let's take a 4-minute break.
Had to be for
Also, look and channel art discuss because they drew a little chibi skull with her stick.
Alright, we'll be right back again, guys.
Love you guys. everyone. Welcome to today's game of... I forgot to do something very essential to the enjoyment of this game. The wedding is still going on. We are now in the beautiful reception as the group has found themselves transported onto a lovingly handcrafted map by someone on the internet.
Seems legit.
As you guys are progressing through the woods, the jungle, the canopy has thickened and interlocked, and you guys are now walking, relying on what's around you and Kawashak and Eku to lead you. It is pitch black. You can maybe see out with your fingers.
Jet's gonna openly ask, can I put on a light?
I would appreciate that.
Are you going to cast light?
Community.
I'm asking for a response because Jet doesn't want to make someone mad.
I would be
That's-
very careful, and as mostly because we are still in the jungle, and I don't want you to upset anything.
So that's a no?
I could use my lantern. I haven't had a chance to use it much yet. Or the coconuts.
Oh, that's right, they light up.
So like take one out and like give it like a little like glow stick shake.
Okay.
Because it's more like soft light.
Yeah, it's like a candlelight. So it's 10 feet of bright light and then 10 feet of dim light.
Okay. I'm not going to give it dim light just because of the way Roll20 works with it.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Does Echo have any sight fish?
Yeah.
Okay, because I can't see it right now.
Okay. Yeah, that's intentional because I don't want you using Eku sight for
That's fair.
soul things.
Soul's the one holding the coconut.
For the
Soul
sake
has-
of my
Soul
internet,
has to stay with the jet.
thank you so much. Thank you. It's like 10 minutes to do it. I'm like, fuck. So you guys are flanked by the heavy trees, and Duvaneth and Kawashak, you can see that it kind of opens up into a spacious clearing. Out, you can see several imprints in the grass where bodies have long been decaying, and there's an old ratty tent off to the side, and a bigger, more imperial militaristic tent in the far distance. As you had lit and shaken the Wukanet, all of you would have been able to hear trees and stuff shaking in the distance with suddenness.
What do you
It
think
would
that
fit the
is?
pocket jet.
I can't see the map, but it seems like we should probably get going.
Alright, guys, so it seems like something's still there.
That's up for you to interpret.
Everyone's
that
day is
sounds
quite
bad.
impossible.
By the sounds of it, it sounds like we are looking at an undead situation. I'm assuming.
Is there the stink of like undead around, or is it just
There's been a constant scent of undead for a few days now.
But is it like strong here?
No, not any stronger than it has been. When I say it's been a strong, like, it's been spelling like there's been undead around you for
It's like
several
we've been
days.
in
No, I know.
Barnyard.
It's just like, is it like worse here, signifying that there might be any around?
Do we want to take a look in that tent?
Wait, there's a tent?
The big imperial-looking thing over there, Jed.
We
He can
can't
see it.
see
He's only got so much.
I can only see Cole, and then that's it.
Yeah, we can only see as far as Cole right now.
Okay. Should I
Though
go
there,
look?
I'll stand. I'll trail behind you. You can go first.
Okay. Just stay like a midpoint between me and them because they can't quite see, and I'll just run up real quick, take a peek in, and run back.
Cole will turn to Soul and be like, may I have a coconut? I'll shake it, and you can see as I run ahead.
I only have 3 more, but Soul will reach into his bag and pull out a hooded lantern with some oil in it.
Why, instead of wasting that, why don't we just use my spell? If we're already turning on lights.
Are you willing to let me carry whatever it is that you cast light on?
I don't care. I have this. So,
Cole's actually gonna go for the lantern.
okay.
Yeah, this way
He
Cole
can control
adjust it,
the amount of light.
which I'm sure will irk Fish to no end.
Please stop killing me, you guys.
That's
Hey guys, what if I make an encounter where using light is essential?
I mean,
As far
at
as
least.
that, Fish.
Oh, I can finally see the fucking map. I pulled up Firefox and I can see it. Okay, great. Cool.
Firefox.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a short time before I switch over, just because on principle. Oh wow, nice.
Okay. So, Duvaneth would have walked forward to the halfway position where Cole is at.
Okay. You have a better vantage point. The tent is old. It's, of course, the deterioration is a bit hard to pinpoint with just how fast things rot in the jungle,
Mhm.
but at the very least, 2 weeks. The bodies have strips of flesh hanging off, and the clothes are ratty. There's nothing signifying until you take a closer look.
Okay. Duvaneth will sort of look at Cole and will get low, roll her feet, do whatever she can to make herself quiet as she approaches, and she'll listen to hear if there's anything coming from the inside, like, writhing bodies or whatever.
Okay.
Soul moves, so he's like next to Kushkal.
Is your token where you are?
Yeah. I'm just leaving it halfway because she's going to make a concerted effort to be slow, quiet, and listen.
Okay. Perception check.
Okie dokie. Where is... I have too many windows open. Where's my sheet? Give me a second. Okay, perception.
Mm-hmm.
15.
You can detect the shuffling of wings, leathery, not feathered.
So kind of like the Terrafolk.
Yeah, and as you're sort of scanning, you look off to the closest clump of trees, where a few were sort of shading a body, and you see a very handsome blue-chested hummingbird gently perched on one of the branches.
Oh no. I got a bad feeling about this. Devoneth will sort of step back and like lean into Cole, and she'll say, "There's something with like leathery wings shuffling around in there. Should we bother? Should we just move on?"
I don't want to run into another set of Terrafolk again.
Yeah, that set us back really, really far.
And I don't know if there's going to be anything worth saving because of how dilapidated the tent is, but
And if it is the Terrafolk, I mean, they seem intelligent enough to pick over stuff that would be useful to us.
oh, most definitely. But I have a feeling someone worked very hard on this.
I mean, it is a nice tent, which is kind of why I wanted to look inside. Figured, nice tent, nice things, maybe it could have been helpful. But I don't want to set us back. I can poke my head in if you want, but
Yes, but Cole is going to cast Pass Without Trace on Duvon. Whoop whoop.
Dope AF.
okay. 30 feet, does that get anyone in our party as well?
It does. It gets Cole and Jet. It gets everyone, actually.
Dope.
Okay, are you targeting? Are you gonna get?
He's gonna target Duvoneth. He's gonna focus on Duvoneth initially, then he's gonna turn around and be like, if this is going to happen, it's going to happen. And he's gonna cast it on everybody.
Okay.
All right. Devoneth will string up her bow and put an arrow back in her quiver, and then draw her daggers and say, "All right, okay."
Just be careful.
Yep. And she will go ahead and approach quietly and do her best to stealthily peer inside this tent.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check. Ow.
Plus 10 bonus to whatever it is you roll.
All right, so that's a minimum of 21. 30.
So that's a 40.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, you're right. So 40.
So Devon, how's Avernus? Can you tell us what happens?
Can you tell us what happens in Avernus?
Yeah, can Jason just give us a quick peek into what Avernus looks like?
Oh gosh.
Holy shit. That's minimum of 21, but that's a 40, boys and girls. Hell yes.
Jason, can you reconnect because you're not there?
Dude, it's because I have fucking two windows open because I can only get the map to load in
Firefox,
and I mean I can try, but
fish. There he is.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'll last because it seems like the two browsers are fighting over who has authority of the cameras.
Yeah, it's whoever takes it first.
Why don't you close Chrome then? Why do you have it open?
Huh? Because the Firefox like lags out my browser,
Oh.
so I have cameras off. It's stupid. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Javanath, peering through, you can see definitely military. Probably somewhere from Cormier, judging by the purple banners everywhere. And it mirrors a lot like how Captain Breakbone's tent was set up. A table, there's even flooring, very rudimentary, and slumped over the table is a kind of like a husk of a body, and positioned like slumped up against a wall is another body. Both of them are much better preserved than the bodies outside. You can see a chest tucked neatly off into the corner, and then there's two more blocked rooms. And hanging from the rafters, so to speak, the roping keeping the tent standing, appears to be a group of bats just kind of idly sleeping.
So like little bats or like bats?
Like bats. Like bats. Like zoo bats. Like bats that in your hand. Bats
Okay.
that eat fruits. Bats.
Okay.
Aw,
Bats.
babies,
Okay.
babies.
Great. She will go ahead and slip inside and go look at the chest to see if she can get it open.
Okay, you will have to move past both bodies.
Oh, yeah, that's all right. She feels pretty confident.
Okay.
Can I move my token inside the tent? Am I good for that?
Una memento.
Okay.
Pow.
Boop.
You sneak past the bodies and peering into the chest. The chest is the air is dry. This tent was very well guarded against humidity, waterproof to the nine hells. It is very nice tent. The chest has a smattering of various items. It's not as full as most chests would be, but there appears to be like a bunch of gold, copper pieces. There's a few like pieces of jewelry or just precious stones. There's a lot of raw silver.
Okay.
You can see some items that must have been contraband, just because of their miscellaneous presence, like a Chulten bracelet with a maze design on it, a weird short spear, like just various odds and ends.
Okay. So she will go ahead and gather up. She'll leave the gold and silver, just all of that. She'll pick up any sort of interesting contraband / jewelry / gem items, to include the raw silver that has no like jingle jangle, and the short spear. So like anything that would make a noise, she would leave. But like picking up like a hunk of raw silver, she would go ahead and do that.
Cool. As Duvaneth is picking through the tent, Koshak, emerging just out of the tree line, is a young brown-furred monkey that sort of just drops down, dangling by its tail.
That's
and
adorable.
it's just looking at Koshak.
Yeah, Koshak waves at the monkey.
The monkey will take a second and drop down from the tree. And
Fear.
sort of cautiously step up towards Koashak.
Because of the fact that Kojak foraged, would he have, say, like, fruit or anything in his bag?
Oh yeah, it's like all fruits and stuff like that.
He would kind of rummage through his bag and take out a small piece of fruit and hold it out to the monkey.
Cool.
And he would... Are you joking? I thought I had... He'd cast Speak with Animals on the monkey.
Okay, just give me 1 second. And so as you're doing that, so the doggo and Jet, more of these monkeys are appearing out of the woods, dropping down by their tails. One of them, like, drops down by Solidago and starts kind of tugging at his pack, kind of pulling at the metal buckles and other things.
Does Soul recognize what these are?
Make a history check if you'd like.
Okay, because I feel like they were mentioned before, but fuck.
Devonith, the chest is at the very back of the tent. Can you move your token to reflect that?
Right about there.
For the love of...
Yep. Okay.
And Soul would be like, sort of like shooing the monkey away from him.
Okay, cool.
You're plugged in. Why are you yelling at me? Give me a few seconds. I gotta grab different headphones.
Koshak,
Mm-hmm.
as you cast Speak with Animals, you can't cast it on the monkey. You cast it on yourself.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Which I mean, yeah. That's what I meant. He cast Speaks with Animals so he can speak with the monkey.
Okay. Do you say anything?
All he says is, "Hello there. I've got some fruit for you."
The monkey tips its head, and as its tiny chest, well, not tiny chest, it's a pretty decently sized monkey, as its chest inhales, deep breath, as you're pocketing the last of the raw silver, the body on the table moves,
Oh god.
and it lifts its head, revealing a scarred blue triangle.
Great.
Give me 1 second.
Fish has gotta like physically prepare for this.
Oh no, I don't like that.
I need everybody to roll me initiative,
Oh, lovely.
as all 5 of the Sioux monsters open their mouths and exhale. The sound doesn't echo audibly at all, but the people afflicted can hear it, and it vibrates and shocks at their head. And I need everyone to 1 second.
Sam, it's a
I need
fight.
I know, but also look at my webcam. Look what I found.
What is that?
That's
Is
a
that
froggy boy! That's a frog!
Okay, back outside with you. Sorry.
Duvanith out here saving the rest of us.
Mood. kids. Am I right? Fucking 20 initiative and 40 stealth.
Oh man, that 40 stealth.
Okay, I need Jet, Solidago, and Koshak to make wisdom saving throws.
21.
Nice.
Oh.
Wisdom save. And then we're rolling initiative? Nice.
Yep.
18.
I tried using a card, but it disappeared. Fuck.
It's,
It was the one that I had advantage on saving throws.
it's probably on the sheet somewhere, we just can't see it because of light.
Well, no, I put it in the light, but it's fine.
Oh.
Oh, I
Well,
see it.
fuck me.
Oh, dude. Oof.
Whatever. Dead's dead.
And oh, and then I roll initiative, and I get to use Feral Instinct, so I'll be rolling with advantage from now on, motherfuckers.
Yes.
Hell yeah, 21 initiative.
You got me beat.
As it said, level 7 is where adventures start becoming problems.
Yeah.
Unless you're a cleric.
You guys started becoming problems at level 2.
It's accurate.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Oh, let me shit, I had to roll for active too. Hell yeah! Okay, sorry. Wasted, but you know.
Give me 1 second. I'm just gathering myself. I hope I can beat this in time. Okay. So.
Charging. Why are you complaining? You are plugged in.
Okay, Jet, I need you to roll me a 5d6.
Oh shit.
Okay. You take 15 psychic damage as the scream rips into your head, and you are also stunned, reeling back from just the sound.
Roll.
Is it stunned till the monkey's next turn or the end of my turn?
For 1 minute.
No saves?
Just give me.
Okay. Sorry.
Fish is already reeling.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot.
Oh, it's cool. I'm just. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turns.
Got it. Thank you.
Behind Jet, the princess gives out a shrill scream and will drop to her knees, clutching at her temples, and she does not sound good. Okay, Eku, it is your turn.
Nice. So looking at the 2 children by her, hold it, she needs a long rest. There we go. She is going to go ahead and reach out to both of them and clasp their shoulders in her hands and cast Cure Wounds on both of them.
Clutch.
Motherfuck! Okay. So, should I roll each d8 individually, or?
Entirely up to you.
Okay, I'll roll individually. First one to Koshak, not Kol, to
Yeah.
Koskal. And so that is the number to her, and then oh shit, sorry. 6 to Jet and 12 to Koskal. Fuck.
Okay.
And that will be her action. Movement will be to get in these guys' way. And also, do they fall under Eku's rules, or do they fall out of it?
Now that Eku's managed to get a better look at them, having somehow not known what they were for dramatic purposes, these are Sioux monsters. They're known for luring people in and killing them in graphic, long, enduring ways, preferring to hound and stalk victims until they give in to madness. No, they don't fall under your rules. In fact, killing them is really, really fun and really, really good.
Good to know.
Is that your turn?
That will be her turn.
Cool.
She'll look at them sternly in the meantime.
So the doggo, there's that thing right there, those things over there, Koshak's over there.
Cool. The first thing that Sol is gonna do is rage.
Oh my god!
Who'd have thought? Oh my god, I know, right? I also just like recently realized that he has like 4 rages, so I should be, like using them maybe.
Because we get into fights all the time.
So he is going to take out his makahito and his dagger, and he is going to go ahead and stab the one near him several times. Reckless, actually.
So the doggo recklessly attacking is the... Dude, is a character growth I didn't think I needed.
Yeah, I know, right? So assuming they all hit, that's 11, 22, 35, 44 points of damage to this guy. Do I have my rage checked? Yes, I do.
Checking something.
Mm-hmm. Boy better be fucking cut in half.
You do a solid chunk of damage, cleaving through its chest and giving it a close shave. You almost rip one of its claws off, and it's just kind of hanging by the tendons.
But it's not dead?
It is not dead.
Oh, fuck. They're hardy.
Yeah, fish make a really cool encounter with a bunch of moving parts. Your Firefox browser can handle it. Is that your turn?
That was his action and bonus. Oh, fuck. He couldn't have done the dagger. I'm sorry about that. Because he uses bonus action to rage. So plus 9 hit points to that boy.
Okay.
But that will be his turn. He'll, look back to Coach Skull, worried, but then that'll be it.
She does not look like she's present. She just kind of has a distant look in her eyes.
Shit. Okay.
So how was that game on Friday? How's the game on Sunday?
Hmm?
I'm trying to make
that
idle
game on
talk
Sunday.
while my...
Yeah.
I think that the game on Sunday is kind of interesting.
Doofy movie! There's thingy thingies! Right there, there. You're muted.
So holding a bunch of stuff. Does it look like they've seen her?
Not so much seen her, but seen the things she's
Doesn't matter. So she's going to go ahead and say, Obteo sends her regards, boys, and then is going to just run out of the tent. She is going to go ahead and go 35 feet to right here. She is not going to disengage, so one might get a attack of opportunity.
Okay, all three of them get attack of opportunities.
Oh, if they're that close, she will disengage. I thought it was only going to be one. So.
Oh no, yeah, they're like all.
Oh yeah, that she will bonus action disengage and then depart.
Cool. Slipping out of their grasps and everything else like that. Duvanith, you can see that the bodies on the ground have slowly started to shift, their bones breaking and cracking as they kind of fight off the dust and grass. Is that your turn?
No, I have not used my action yet. I will use a free action to drop the stuff in my hand, and I will stibbity stab this Sioux monster with my dagger. Which is just one attack because I've used my bonus and my... So if a 20 hits, that is 15 points of damage.
Toit. Okay, is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this Sioux monster by you guys is going to it kind of like goes to scream again, but nothing comes out, just a hollow it smells gross, but then it'll lash out with its claws and kind of nip and tear at you, Duvanith, because you scared the crap out of it.
That's fine. This is fine.
By 20?
Does a 13 or a 14 hit?
Neither hit.
Nice. Its claws just kind of break across your clothes, but nothing actually gets at the skin. The body is going to emerge from the tent, giving a low raspy growl as it does.
All this time, Duvanith was worried about wearing cursed items, but she never thought about the fact that she might pick one up.
If you don't attune to it, is it even cursed?
Yes! If a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to hear it, is it still cursed?
One of the bodies on the ground is going to slowly crawl up. 5, 10, 15, and gets just within range of Duvanith and is going to... can anybody guess what this one is going to do? Yes, it is going to lash out with its claws.
Didn't give
What?
me a chance to guess.
Oh,
You didn't even give us time to guess.
Does a 19 hit? Wonderful. can you take 8 slashing damage and then make a con save against
That's
if
who you s-
if the target is a creature other than an elf or undead.
Other than elf, I did not realize.
So as its claws
This is
go
elf
to
privilege.
So as its claws go to slash at you, Duvaneth benefits from elfin privilege.
Fucking. My goodness.
Jason, if you're going off, we can't hear you.
No, I said, oh my god, that's so good. I never realized that there was distinctions like that. That's fucking hilarious.
Elf privilege.
Yeah, it's a whole lore thing. That ghoul's gonna get up and attack. This time using its gnashing, clawing teeth as the ghast gives out a hollow husk. Again, communicating, because that's really fun when things do that. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, that is my armor class.
Okay, 9 piercing damage as its teeth kind of tear through and bruise at your skin through the armor.
Okie dokie. Sorry, what was the number on that?
9.
9? Okay. Sorry. I needed the calculator.
How's everyone's day going?
It's going pretty good, actually.
So far, so good.
I'm glad Jet rolled so low on the initiative, because he's about to destroy my encounter and bully me.
Why are these
He's
things
paralyzed.
Actually, yeah, are these things actually zombies?
There's 2 different types of monsters here for sure.
Yeah, but the ones that are really causing him a problem, I don't think he can even do anything with, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no. But the undead are gonna cause a problem in their own right.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he has to get out of the monkey situation before he can even do that.
Can someone pull up the stunned condition?
Stunned
Incapacitated. Creatures automatically fail saving, strength and dex saves. Attack rolls have advantage.
Okay. With Jet clearly reeling back from the attack, the Sioux monster that got him is going to move forward and rip and tear.
Oh, it's not nipping. It's
AC is 12 right now because he didn't have a turn to grab his shield.
Okay. So 2019 hits. You take 9 piercing damage. Okay. The Sioux monster by soul is going to look at its bloodied body and is going to try and dip. It just tries to run up into the trees.
Good luck, fucker.
so.
Is Soul rolling an attack of opportunity?
Oh, 100%. A 24 to hit.
Okay, that will hit. And as you're sort of jabbing forward, you see your Bakahito kind of bumps up against Yoka's javelin as you both pierce into the Sioux monster's body. Well, you cut it in half, and he skewers the top half. So you see the feet just kind of land.
Tight. So, 45 HP.
Okay, and this one by Eku is going to sort of like skirt around her and go for the princess. Having to drop to its feet to do that. Can I get an F in the chat?
Don't you fucking dare!
I'm about to my fingers over the key.
6,
fuck.
7, 8, 9. And the Sioux monster tears into her, and she drops. She is not bleeding out, but she is unconscious.
Hard F in the chat.
Huh. If she's not dead. Yeah.
And I forgot to roll for Yoko's initiative. Mother-
That means he was looking at a rock and his initiative is 1. Bam.
He was distracted by a really cool rock.
Thank you. 1 second, let me just...
It's not a boulder! It's a rock!
Pioneers used to ride these for days.
Oh my gosh.
God. It's the best. The first episode of...
SpongeBob is a treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. The tent, the smaller tent is going to start rattling. Someone roll me a d20.
I'll do it. 10.
Cool, and you'll just see, like, someone trying to move out of the tent, but not doing a good job. Are you guys having fun so far?
Yes.
Yes. If Duvanith can get away fast enough,
You
I'm
can't
gonna
do
cast
that.
everyone's favorites.
You better.
Duvanith will suddenly come down with a cough, saying, "You can hold it." Oh god. Just get a hug.
Funny that.
And this school is getting into a ripe old position, but is not going to attack.
Oh,
Rude.
how dare.
Hi, Jet, buddy boy.
Oh fuck.
Hell yeah.
Dunking on the haters as the shockwave kind of like resounds and bounds throughout your skull, and it's taunting, and it just kind of keeps repeating that every time the group has been caught off guard, it's been your fault. It's been you're the reason why the group keeps being attacked, and you're sort of working through it, and you just and unravel it, and you find your senses have gathered about you. That will be your turn.
At least he's not cursed anymore.
Another ghoul? Wow, that's crazy.
Whoa.
Wow.
Every single time I hear WoW, I used to think of the really old meme, but now I just think of the Crash Bandicoot meme.
Oh, I just think of Lightning McQueen. The person that played him.
Wow.
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 Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson?
Thank you. I ain't quitting you.
He was also in like Shanghai Noon and a bunch of other like.
Yeah. He was also in
early 2000s.
Played a gay little cowboy.
Yeah, played a gay little cowboy in Night at the Museum. God, it's a good movie.
Everything made so much sense when I read that apparently the writer in his younger days used to take acid and then go visit museums.
That does actually explain a lot.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And yet, he created a national treasure.
We gotta steal it. Yes,
Gotta steal it.
gotta steal it. Things I don't like where I'm at on the battlefield right now.
See, this is why I'm saying if Duvanis just books it, I can cast everyone's favorite.
Oh, she'll be booking it.
Hey, okay.
Too cool for school.
Too ghoul for school. He's gonna gently step forward, and he's going to warn Duvanith. 5-second warning. I'm giving you those arrows again. And boop of the quiver.
That is not where I thought that was going, but alright. We can do that.
Alright, you drop past without a trace. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
no,
there's
because
no
was
way
not
that nothing
concentration.
is seeing us.
Does not require concentration.
But even if it was concentration, it's not like nothing here hasn't already seen us.
Wait, is it? Oh, it's 12. Oh, it's like you only have like some pieces. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so now he's going to gently back up, but not get out. Well, he got out of one's range, so he's just going to back up to there.
Okay, you got out of 2 range.
And then he'll chill there until he can disengage next turn.
Okay. Is that your turn?
No, he also cast Shillelagh on his staff.
Is Shillelagh a cantrip?
It's a
Bonus
cantrip
action.
and a bonus action.
Alright.
Oh, I casted it too.
Rip. Top of the order.
Top of the order to you.
I did that because there were like way too many people at the thing, and I just could not count the numbers. Eku, the princess is there. Jet is also there. There's a Sioux monster flanking both of you.
Eku does not look happy about the situation. So she is going to, she is going to slam her foot down into the ground and cast Thunder Wave at 2nd level. Specifically aiming for this square right here, so it hits the Sioux monsters, but not anyone else.
Okay.
Fine. It'll hit her, but that's fine. Tight.
Okie dokie. And it's a con save?
Yep, and if they fail, they take 17 points of damage. If not, they take 9. No, yes, 9.
Okay. The Sioux monster by the princess is going to save. It just like digs its claws into the earth and manages to recover in time. Y'all need to start killing things so my map will load.
I don't like
We
that.
gotta do like a setup.
I'm trying. Soul already killed one.
The AoE will come.
And what about the other one?
1 second. Are you guys still having fun?
Yes.
I want to see
Oh,
how we're
shit.
going to
Yes,
I want to see how we're going to finesse this.
I'm just doing a big think. Don't mind me.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I do this during like every long battle we have.
Mhm.
But this is definitely a battle that requires big.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I was sending them to myself.
Fortunately, all of our fortunately Jet is at like he's got 2 Sue monsters on him, but he's in exactly the right spot for what we need. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Like,
I already looked at it.
yeah.
Mhm.
I know. I just have to deal with 2 things, but that's it.
Mhm.
This boy.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I just need to know if I can figure out my next plan.
Oh yeah,
Excellent.
no, I accidentally hit the button that made it go
Mhm.
next. And it gets pushed back.
It gets pushed back 10 feet and takes 17 points of damage.
Nice.
Thankfully, I saved, so I did not get pushed back. And then she'll look to Yoka and be like, Yoka, if you could protect the princess.
He gives a tiny salute.
Aw. Sometimes yoga is good.
Is that your turn?
Yes, it'll be Eku's turn.
Okay. Yoka is pulling his javelin is going to take a step over and almost timidly start taking stabs at the. Now he's going to hold his action. He's going to brace by the princess, hold his javelin at the ready, and just stare down this 2 monster that is like 2 feet taller than it.
Okay. How's the Sue monster by Kuska looking?
Wounded, but not pretty bad.
Okay, so they probably have it handled. So Sol is going to march forward to 5, 10 to there, and it's going to pursue this monkey as it falls. It is. Let me see. In the spell, push some feet away from me. It does not say it falls prone, unfortunately, because that would be broken, of course. So he's going to swing wildly and recklessly at this boy.
Nope.
2 and offhand dagger this time. Okay, so a 12, an 18, and a 16 to hit.
The 12 will just hit, so I think all of them hit.
Okay, cool. So 8 plus 9 is 17, plus 6 is 23, plus 6 is 29 points of damage to this boy.
Nice.
All right. Just 1 second. How much damage?
Fuck.
29, you said.
Yes, 29. Thank you, Meaty.
You guys see something in the corner, you don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That isn't there, don't worry about it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
How much damage?
29.
Thanks. Oh, you know what will help me? 1 second. We drop dynamic lighting, boys.
Oh, thank God. Ooh, this is a really good map.
Thank God. See
there's-
things now.
Oh yeah, oh wow, that like helped tremendously.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's on the board now for the most part. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Maybe. I don't know.
Hopefully. We're totally taking that tent, right?
We gotta take at least an extra 10.
Yeah. Also, I want to check in the 2 rooms of the tent, which I didn't.
Yeah, the
pick
2
up
spare
stuff
rooms.
from.
Mm-hmm. We can downgrade to 1 big tent for everyone instead of some small ones. Is that wine, Yugi?
No, it's juice.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I asked, because I was like, that doesn't look like wine. This is juice. It's like, it's a very fancy cup for a juice. I will ask.
I like my fancy cups.
Fancy cups are great.
Hmm. Shoot, I
Oh.
missed your turn. Sorry, Devoneth.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm about to swarm. Whoa. Am I up though?
Yes.
Okay. Bonus action disengage. I'm done with this. I'm going to go ahead. Yeah. Bonus action disengage. Gonna take my movement here. Free action. I'm going to use speech. I'm going to go ahead and grab Jet by the shoulder and say, "Undead," just like all up in there, that direction. And then once I'm done conveying that to Jet, I'm going to go ahead and take a magic flaming arrow, knock my bow, draw it, and fire at the Sioux monster that I hit before.
Which one did you hit before? That one?
This one.
Okay, cool.
That one.
Give me a second, I gotta open my little sheet here. 16 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, so I can roll fire damage on it, but I feel like 13 plus 8, which is math.
21.
I feel like 21 kills it. If not, I can roll the flame damage.
Roll
hoping
the
it
flame
goes-
damage.
Oh, great. I love that.
Yeah, I think they have like 45 HP.
Oops.
Like
At
each.
the very least, it's above 30.
3.
Well, no, because I did 44 to it before, and then Fish didn't even like look at my damage when Yoken and I attacked it while I was trying to run away.
And it will give out.
Mission accomplished. Okay, I will go ahead and bonus action movement. I'm good. That is my turn. And I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay, have fun.
Don't fall in.
Have fun dealing with the undead, Koashok.
Oh no! Whatever is he going to do?
Sit there while he waits for his turn.
Yeah, basically.
Does a 15 hit?
Let's see. Yes.
Okay, 7 slashing damage, and I need a con save.
Oh. Oh, that's wisdom. Hold on.
Nice.
19.
Keeping the first roll, what's your modifier for... Okay, so it's...
13 total. Well, actually, no, it isn't. Sorry.
So I have my wisdom saving throws are bonkers. So let me see what they are. So it's +5 to whiz. So it'd be 6 plus
What?
2, 8.
So it... Okay. As the ghoul lurches forward, its claws are going to rake through, and you are paralyzed for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turns.
Okay.
I also promised that if the first roll was like a 20, I would have kept it. Just want to be clear and fair about that.
No, that's okay.
Fuck.
You just made me do like 3 steps of math.
7 slashing damage.
I got it.
Okay. Can someone pull up the rolls for paralyzed?
I got it. I was just looking at them a second ago. Paralyzed. A paralyzed creature is incapacitated. It cannot move or speak. A creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. And any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Oh, that's for paralyzed?
And that's for paralyzed.
Okay.
Can't believe Fish is going to kill me.
Yeah,
Second character.
Kojak is gonna like go.
Is it an automatic hit, or does it just get advantage?
It just gets advantage.
Okay. That one is going to somehow miss.
Uh-huh.
Rolled a 5 and a 6. You cannot get luckier than that.
God, seriously, Jesus.
The ghouls are starting to converge around Koshak. This one is going to kneel down, biting and gnawing. As it hits, 12 piercing damage plus... I literally cannot count. What is this?
5.
Jeez.
You're valid. It's
9.
stressful.
12,
Plus 9.
yes, piercing
21.
damage. Okay, you take 21 damage. How are you doing, Koshak?
He's below half health.
Okay, cool. It is now the guest's turn. The Psu Monkey, the Psu Monster by Solidago, is going to give a mocking salute and leave.
Well, he's still reckless,
Okay.
which means that. Hold on, let me look at this.
If you call reckless, it goes to your next turn.
So, 12 points of damage to the Sioux monster as it tries to leave.
It does not kill it, but it
Ah.
does, like, chop off one of its legs.
Nice, good. So does that mean it's moving at half movement?
No,
Ah,
but funny.
tripod.
That one is crawling off of the map.
This ones will kill it.
Someone make me another d20, as the ghoul in the tent is going to keep trying to escape.
I did. We did it last time, I think.
Hands.
Can't find the opening.
Cool. More Shock slaughter time.
Tank and Rappa.
Okay, does a 13 hit.
No.
Nice.
Yes.
Phew. Come on. It's almost your turn.
More Shock murder time.
That's my favorite PBS
Ooh.
show.
Does a 16 hit.
Yes.
Okay. 7 piercing damage plus.
Is that already critted?
Nope. I'm rolling the dice Jason got me, so we can all thank Jason for that.
Oh, nice.
6. So 6 and 7.
13.
Okay, take 13 piercing damage.
Oh, Ariana, we're really in it now.
Well, Jet only needs to take like a single step forward.
Jet, my boy.
With your 25 whiz save.
For an object interaction, he's going to grab his shield. And he's going to... No, he's going to get hurt, but he's going to take a attack of opportunity as he runs into Cole with Cole space. And as an action, he's going to cast Destroy Undead. As he gets there, he literally grabs onto Cole and sees the ley lines on the ground and quickly yanks him as hard as he can, hoping Mystria will be on his side. I can get everything but this thing here, depending on which square he's in.
You take 8 slashing damage as the Sumonkey kind of tries to swing out at you as you leave.
Oh, that's the 30, so...
Okay, keep it up there if you will.
Mm-hmm. Wisdom saving throw DC 14.
Okay.
Godspeed, Jet. Godspeed.
Come on.
If not, at least he gives Cole a chance to do something.
Yeah. It's
Splits the targets.
CR 1/2, so I don't know what thing ghouls are. But at the very least, they'll run away.
We'll see. Oh, and just because he can, as a bonus action, he's going to cast Healing Word to Cole. Wow.
Hey,
Okay.
7 HP. It's 7 HP, man.
Any HP helps. Your boy was at 11 out of 52.
Still. I rolled better on one roll than I did on than like one dice than two before. So it upsets me.
Okay. You tug on the ley lines and you unravel the energy, and the guest's presence is tainting and strengthening the ghoul's connections, but you just kind of unravel it even harder, and a bunch of them are turned. None of them get destroyed, but a bunch turn. But you do look off to the side, and a group of zombies had just started to emerge out of the clearing off to the side, and you tugged the ley line just in time to see their bodies just kind of and they'll walk forward and go,
So how many on the inside did I get? Like none of them?
all of them. But well, they're just have to they
Oh.
have to move on their
They're turned, not
No,
destroyed.
no. I did destroy.
No, see, it only
They're
works
really
up to CR
strong.
1/2.
Oh, but okay, so then it doesn't. Nothing affects them then, because anything above 1/2 doesn't. Nothing happens.
They get turned into instead.
So instead, wherever Jet is, they're gonna try and get as far away as possible.
Where does it?
Yeah, if you look at the bottom.
Well,
Starting
not
at
the bottom, the top.
Well, starting at 5th level when... Yeah.
It's fine. I know how to work it.
No, I know.
No,
I've
yeah.
just never seen it where if it's destroyed, they just automatically turn. That's why I'm really confused, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought
Well-
it automatically, they just failed. They succeeded no matter what.
Well, they're like
It-
it worked. They're
Let's keep
just
going.
we got it. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's it, because I healed Cole.
Okay, this fool is going to and get caught in the tree line right there and start kind of like struggling through it. And you hear a wet splish as it just kind of gets swallowed in a lake pond thing.
Okay.
I think it's their action, too. Like, they have to do everything possible.
yeah, like
Yep.
they dash.
This one. Succeeded, and it is going to lurch forward, just ignoring Jet and chow down. Boys,
Delicious, homie.
does a 23 hit?
On me?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah. Let's roll some dice. Oh, 7. So 15 slashing damage.
15 slashing damage?
15 slashing damage.
Whoa. Thank you for that healing word, Jet.
Cool. Con saving throw.
Nice.
What did you roll?
18.
Nice. You recover from being paralyzed.
Hella.
It is the top of the turn order. Uh, two zombies emerge out of the woodworks, having just narrowly avoided the ley lines, and sort of just mindlessly stumble forward. This one is going to trip over the body of one of the zombies Jet took out, and is just going to flatten out like that, prone on the ground. This one's a bit better at keeping its footing. Eku.
Tight. Eku is going to she is going to she is going to go ahead and reach out for the Sioux monster, and will like wrap her arms around it, and we'll do a sweet wrestling move. And basically just like suplex it back into the ground. And then it has to make, I think, a dex save or be grappled by her.
Thank you for doing that where everyone could see it.
Oh, of course. Oh, hold it. No, it's just straight up grappled.
Nice. And it takes that damage?
Yep. Takes 8 bludgeoning and is grappled by her. And then she's going to go ahead and take her movement and take a step this way, forcing movement from the thing. Probably 2 steps back towards Soul to just get the thing away from Ghost Skull. Can she do that, Fish?
Mhm.
Okay. Can you move the Sioux monster with me? but I can't touch it.
Mm-hmm. Why is it struggling?
Mm-hmm. She doesn't care. She's just she's like holds. She has it like in a half Nelson right now.
Is that your turn?
That was her action. Bonus action. I don't believe there's anything she can do at the moment, so that will be it.
She will turn to Solidago and say, well, she can't gesture, but she just squeezes it extra hard, signaling to him to make it stop breathing.
Mhm.
Yoka is going to drop his javelin and start petting around the princess's body very politely before reaching into the bag and rummaging through and pulling out a glass bottle, very tiny, full of red liquid, and he's going to administer a health potion to Princess Crashcall.
Nice. Yeah, and she was stabilized before, right?
Yeah, she had 9 health left, 9 damage done.
Okay, good. Because
I would have signaled to you guys if she was
dying. Okay, cool. Because I thought that's what you said, but I wasn't positive.
I can't wait to get to Carsabal.
Yeah, fucking seriously.
We skip in some days after this, boys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, it goes so slow. You're muted, meaty.
I'm good with that.
We can do.
I was basically saying what Jason. I'm completely fine with that. Please.
The stress is high right now.
The princess will give a gasping breath and pat Yoka on the shoulder and say, "Fuck! What the fuck?" So then, Doug, it's your turn.
So we'll look at the sea monster and look to Eku and be like, "You can handle that. I'm gonna quick." He'll like point at all the zombies and ghouls.
Oh, you should take care of that.
And he'll go 5, 10, 15, 20 to there, and we'll go ahead and aim for this one first. No, this one first. Bless you. And we'll recklessly stab it several times. If it dies, you'll move on to the next one. So 24 to hit, a 14 to hit. Damn, that's nice. And a dagger.
How much?
For so first one is 15 points of damage on the first attack.
Second
13.
one kills it.
Yeah. Okay, and so then his next one will go for this one for 6 points of damage.
Wait. Who's? Can you stop measuring distance? Sorry. Every time he clicked the thing, it would beat me out of updating its health.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. It was just wild. It's like.
I want cookies.
Then make them.
Same, TBH.
Oh, Giant just closed too.
Hey,
Oh my god. Okay.
why don't you go make me cookies? Go bake me a cake.
Can you mute yourself?
Oh, I thought it was muted. Sorry.
Jake.
Okay, that ghoul is going to wander off and is going to mysteriously disappear mysteriously.
Decided it wasn't worth it.
Cool, Devoneth. Muted.
She's going to go ahead and take her movement, and she is going to go ahead and I will now use the ruler to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it. Yeah, she will travel under this big tree and then into this brush. I don't know if the restrained Sioux monster gets an attack of opportunity, but it's not important. And then as she slides down into the brush, she will go ahead and utilize her bonus action and Mask of the Wild to go ahead and hide herself.
Thank you, Fifu. Thank you, Fifu.
Not great. So a 12 stealth check. And then she...
Don't you get advantage?
Yeah. That's what
no,
Master of the Wild's for.
That Mask of the Wild doesn't give you advantage, just gives you the ability.
Oh, right.
Oh, huh.
Yeah. So like, when I'm like, yeah, she can disappear into mist, it's not that she gets advantage of disappearing into mist, it's just that she gets the option, which nobody else does. So, 12 stealth. She will go ahead and knock a flaming arrow, and will go ahead and target this guy, since he looks distinct and interesting, with a attack from her bow. And if her stealth exceeds his passive and she's hidden, she gets a third roll on account of her new ability, Elven Accuracy.
Oh.
A 24 to hit, and then I'll roll the flame damage as well. She gets sneak regardless, though.
So, what hinges on Elven Accuracy? What?
So if his passive perception is below 12, she is hidden from him, which means that she has the hidden condition, which means that she has advantage on this roll, which means she gets a third dice.
She does get a third dice.
Love that for me. Okay, not a crit, so a total of 19 points, or I'm sorry, not 19, 24 points of damage, to include flame arrow and all the good stuff.
You do a... you do a decent... Hugh, please, baby boy. Hugh, please, we can...
It's the Hugh Show.
Hey, you do a decent chunk of damage, and it like an arrow just rips through its head. It's gnarly. And also,
Okay.
And also the arrow's on fire, so it's like doubly cool.
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm worried that they might not be on fire that much longer. But that ends my turn.
Cool.
Oh, it's instantaneous, so it'll last even if Ghost Shot goes down.
Oh, that's true. Totally forgot about that.
And that one disappears. This one's saved. Wait. Yeah. Wait. Shoot. Koshak passed, right? He's not ganked anymore?
Yeah, Kojak can cast.
Okay, cool. So this one just attacks.
Thank you, Hugh.
Damn it, I just missed it.
The way she bodily picked him up by his legs and just...
Oh yeah, I have done that on occasion.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes, because it matches.
Okay. Take 12 piercing damage.
And your boy is down.
Oh no.
But it didn't do any more than like half health, so we.
Disgust. Dips. Someone roll a d20.
I got it.
This is literally the denture zombie all over again.
6!
See, you
Hands
missed it.
reaching out.
Touching you.
Touching me.
Sweet Caroline.
Good times never seem so good.
Yes, I don't know if you saw in the chat, but Sam and I were shipping Jawbone Zombie and Tent Zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the cleanest and clearest ship we've ever had in this server.
Absolutely.
Tent bone.
Hashtag tent bone.
Take that bone. Don't Google that, please.
I was like, what's the princess's turn gonna show up? I gotta get better about rolling initiative.
Trust me, you're good. I did it all the time. Like, oh right, an NPC.
1 second, Coach Cole is just gonna.
It's Coach Cole's turn.
Oh wow, it literally is Coach Cole's turn. Cool. She's going to use half movement to stand up. There's blood pouring out of her ears, her mouth and her nose. It looks really bad. She's going to turn. Look at the Sue monster, flip him off. Use her free action. Or item, I don't. Item interaction. There we go. And she's gonna. One second. My sincerest apologies for clogging up.
Oh, you're good, fan. I've been drawing a fancy jet, doing his whole thing. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.
Whomst is that?
Is jet.
And that looks fucking dope as shit.
Coach Cole is going to reach out with her hands and gesture downwards, and the ghoul that had been munching on Koashok is just going to go like this, to where it's like just the top of its head is emerging from the dirt as a bunch of dirt is moved off to the side. And then she's going to draw her dagger. She has bloodlust in her eyes. Except this one also saved its turn, so guess what it's gonna do? Oh no, Koshok's down.
There is a very scary dragonborn right there that is being very reckless.
Roll the d20. Hugh Hugh. Hugh Hugh didn't come to me. He's gonna target Koshok.
God damn it. I was a 14 though.
I know.
Or a 6.
Hugh Hugh didn't come to me. Hugh Hugh. See.
I guess like you just want Koshok to die.
you just want that man to die.
Alright, that is automatically going to hit because you are down on the ground. Take 2 death saving throws.
Oh, big Oofs fan.
It would just have advantage. Because
No, he's like incapacitated and
Oh, well, incapacitated doesn't mean you get.
No, that's 2
I hit.
automatic failures.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't mean that you
it also rolled a
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. Uh,
Muty, that means it's 2 automatic failures because I.
Okay, I got it. I already fixed it.
which is just meant you
Okay.
could make a death save. That'd be kind of nice, honestly.
I've got like 3 more zombies before I can make a death save.
Hmm.
All right, Jet.
Jet's going to look down, see Cole on the ground, and he's gonna lean down on one of the wounds and start mending with the weaves that he sees on Cole. And he's going to cast Cure Wounds at 4th level.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, hot damn.
It's,
Jet really coming through.
I'm
Fuck
so
it
glad
up.
you guys have a cleric. Jet is carrying the team.
He really is.
honestly.
I make jokes about like Duvanith and Koshak rooting encounters, but Jet's like
Against undead, hell no.
Well, that's if they actually
Jet
die.
doesn't- Jet doesn't ruin encounters, he fixes them.
He fixes them.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Do we count bonus actions of drinking potions?
no, the bonus action if it's on you, action if it's
That's what I was asking.
yeah.
Okay.
Bonus action if it's you, action if it's somebody else.
Alright, so then he's gonna go into his pack and quickly grab the only healing potion he has. Because he knows
Chug.
he knows it's about to go bad. So
Oof.
5. That's his turn.
Okay, the school dips. Koshak, you did not mean to be pinged.
So is he up now?
1 second. This school is going to stay in its pit. It makes school sounds.
What sounds?
What's up? How's the weather up there? Koshak.
Is he up? Is he living?
He is up.
You have
are
19 points of health. You're up.
God bless. Oh boy, what? What he is going to do, I'm going to have him do. No one really. I'm talking. I didn't think I would actually be up. So it's. Jet, how's your strength though?
Shit.
Fuck.
whatever you're going to decide to do. You have like 2 minutes to do
I know
it.
I do. I'm trying to.
You're a
Okay,
druid.
okay.
You got health pools.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to make it. Dex saving throw. Jet, please don't roll shit.
Hmm?
He's gonna center it on himself as well, so if he rolls shit.
Okay.
I'm throwing my other blue card out.
Bless.
I don't know. It's not working. There we go.
Is this also going to hit Soul or just you guys?
It's gonna hit soul. So
This is a +8, but I can't spin it, so I'm just gonna roll the 8.
Mm-hmm.
oh, is that no? That's Coach Call. Shit.
Okay. Keep it. Stop. Keep it at 20 feet, please.
Yeah. So right here.
Well, hold it. Couldn't you, fucking motherfucker.
Don't help.
Druids don't have spell sculpt, so no.
Well, yeah, but you can move it. There's a point you can see on the ground.
It's already been called.
Yeah, I already called it.
But it doesn't have to hit Coach Skull. Like you can, like
It's already been called. Can someone hold it out to 20?
Soul's going to go ahead and use his Finacle Focus, and he's going to go ahead and reroll.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep it at that because
Don't you
me's
have
so lazy.
Danger Sense, so you already have it at advantage?
Oh, yeah, then there we go. Never mind then. So 19.
Nice.
Jet failed by 1. So minus 11? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I take half damage.
Yes. So 6.
So it'd be round down to 5.
Rounded down to 5.
And then I
but
round
then-
down again, so
Yeah.
it won't let me touch my boy. What the hell? Ugh, I have to reload the page.
Oh, that's good. I don't fall on the ground. It just becomes difficult terrain. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
If it was a 20-foot cube, it shouldn't hit.
The princess goes down.
Wait, hold it. It's a 20-foot cube, right?
Yeah, so technically it would also hit this man's. But
No, 20
Yeah, right
foot
now-
cube is
Oh,
10 feet out
that's too
on
many.
each side. Yeah,
That's too many.
20 foot cube is 10 feet on each side.
okay.
Yeah. So it would just be like
20 foot cube is 20 by 20. This is
yeah. So it's a square of 4. So it would not hit Coast Skull
It
if
would-
It wouldn't
it's
hit
centered on you.
Oh, thank God.
yeah.
Princess is still alive.
Yeah,
it's a-
that's
it's a
what
square
I was
of 4,
confused
not
by. That's what I was
square
trying to say.
So it's a 4 by 4, not a 8 by 8.
Yeah,
Yep.
a lot of spells are really unclear with their like cubes and radiuses and diameters and stuff
Not
like that.
really though. You just
Radiuses
have-
are easier to understand.
yeah, they aren't actually that.
But we're not gonna get into this.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm just.
I'm just saying you're talking to the guy who had to cheat to graduate college math, so
Jason, lawyer in another life.
Okay, the school is going to go down. And then so is that one. Okay,
Woo!
is that your turn?
That's turn.
Eku!
Mama had a baby and its head popped off. She's gonna go ahead and squeeze this boy real hard. Or, Yep, she's just gonna squeeze it. Technically with advantage, there'd be a 15, because it's in her arms.
Yep, that will hit.
So 9 points of bludgeoning if she just squeezes it. And then she'll also, like, walk over to here so that way Duvon gets sneak attack on this guy. Like, still holding Monkey as she walks backwards.
Clever.
But, yeah, Monkey would probably be, like, right here then. And then that is her... Yes.
Okay, Yoka is gonna pick the javelin up and like dutiful follow. And then he's gonna take the javelin, that's 3 times the size, kind of measure up, and he's gonna Yeah, well, no, Echo will be fine. And he just throws it.
Nice. Oh, please get nat 20. It's an advantage, come on.
Long nice. How's everybody's day going?
Good. It's
Been better, right? Yeah.
I'm tired.
You're muted.
It gets better every time I see your face.
God.
Shut up.
Oh wow! Fucking
Jesus
slick.
Christ.
Jeez.
You're
I'm
not gonna
stealing-
get inspiration.
I'm stealing that line. I'm taking that line.
I can't wait to hear how.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear the context of which this is used.
Well, I mean, he has a wife.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so the dog, it's your turn. Please kill them.
Oh god, thank fuck. Soul's going to get 5, 10, 15 to there and stab a guy a couple of times. One recklessly.
Hey.
Okay. And I'm so glad I called that like right before. And then I assume that 9 plus 7 is 16 plus 17. What's 16 plus 17? Plus
33.
8.
33 plus 8, 41.
So 41 points of damage on one hit. God fucking finally, this fucker is good for something. I assume that kills it?
Can I describe it?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
He is the
So the
avatar of Teo. It's yours.
You briskly walk forward. The heat of the battle is pumping through your veins, but there's this surreal calmness about you. And you take stock, you stare down the ghoul. Appears to be of elven descent. There's caked blood over its face. You can see where something or someone had gnawed on it before it passed. And its stomach is distended and rotted. And you heft your Makahito, and you feel just so calm. It's almost like the time that Liz had come to you crying and it begged you to talk to someone at school that had been bothering you. And it's that same feeling of you walking into the room knowing that you were in charge of the situation. And as the obsidian teeth of the Makahito cleave through the ghoul's neck, popping its head clean off, and it tumbles backwards into the dirt. Clean. Very clean. There's no ragged end or anything. Today is a very good day to be you.
And then he is going to go, so that was... Let's see, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 to there. And he's going to do it 2 more times!
Woo!
Both recklessly. One next to Eku will be first.
When did you get 3 attacks?
Because fucking bonus action, my dude.
Oh yeah, the dagger. Fuck, I keep
yeah.
forgetting of the dagger.
So 9 plus 8 for 17 to this guy, and 6 to this dude.
They both give out.
Oh, it should be 4 to the other one, sorry.
For what?
Damage. For some reason, add my strength to the offhand.
Okay, well that's, yeah, no, that...
Yeah.
It's 1247. That's... Zombie
kills
gives a
it.
salute and dies.
We say it counts anyways.
Is it me? Am I
The 1 second. What?
Oh wait, hold it. No, it did that. It did that. Oh, sorry, I forgot that I was raging. There we go. It's
I'm gonna
fine.
kill you, Sam.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
If you're talking, I cannot hear you.
I was muted. I'm going to go ahead and dash out here. I'm going to slide up next to the princess. Does she look like she is dying or just stable?
She's on her feet. She looks like she's been through hell, but the spell had just narrowly avoided her.
Okay, so she's still up.
Yes,
Cool.
barely, but up.
I will go ahead and just like sort of sliding up. I couldn't see around the spell. I will go ahead and pivot around her, draw a flaming arrow, and just knock it and fire it at the tent that ghoul is struggling in. Just to set it on fire and just end this.
Okay.
And I will utilize my bonus prior to watch it struggle and try to get sneak attack.
We're playing fast and loose, boys. Roll insight.
Okay.
Technically, it's not within sight. No, you can see it's.
Its hands! It's been popping its hands out. Okay.
Yeah, it's a ghoul. It's trying to get out. It's
Great. Love that.
There's no master plan. It's a ghoul.
Okay, so that's 15 points plus d6 for 6, so 21 total points of damage. Assuming that hits through its cover of the tent.
It does. It has 1 HP left.
Does it though?
But like, I was trying to set
Well,
the
on
tent on
its
fire.
turn, yeah, I was gonna say on its turn, doesn't it take burn damage?
Mm-hmm.
No, not with flame arrows.
Shut up.
I was mostly doing it for the cool guy factor. If I killed it in one shot, it could burn alive in a tent. But here
Look,
we are.
it's still technically burning
Fast
alive
and
in a
loose, man.
tent.
Fast and loose.
Fast and loose.
It's
Oh,
1 a.m.
You know what? You're right. It is 1 a.m. Action surge, hold my action. Then next time somebody does literally anything, I will loose another arrow to...
Although technically it's still a Sioux monster that's being crushed to death in Eku's arms.
That's fine. That's not... yeah, action surge, held action. I will hold my action for the next time anybody looses an attack or spell or whatever, and I will hit the tent again with an arrow. That ends my turn.
Okay, someone roll me a d20.
If it breaks out once the tent's on fire, I'm gonna lose my goddamn.
It's gonna be great. Oh shit! Yes.
Oh my god!
Okay,
Jason, someone did something.
give me 1
Wait
second.
for Fish to describe it.
Yep. It's...
I literally could not make this better if I did it myself. Thank you. Okay, sorry. This is about to be like the longest session. Okay, 1 second. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, 1 second. Okay, nobody saw this roll. Yes. Okay. So, this all happens at once. The ghoul tears out of the flaming tent, charred flesh all around it, and as it takes a step out, its arms lifted, an arrow just protrudes out of its head, loosened by Divanith. Just go with it, and it'll tumble back in the tent. And as that happens, the princess, it kind of pivots, I guess, a little bit and thrusts her arm out, and a crackling beam of energy just makes the Sioux monster's head not be there anymore. Combat is over.
Oh my my god.
We're never doing that again.
You
This is
keep
what you
saying
said.
that.
Yeah, you said this after the Terrafolk. Fish,
So-
do you need a cigarette?
I have so I have a couple questions. I know we're getting to the end of our time, but what are in the other two rooms of the tent, and do we get a jug to make ourselves feel better about ourselves before we end?
Or can we explore the two rooms maybe through text RP and we get a jug to make ourselves feel better before the session ends?
It works.
Okay, so you guys either get the jug or you get Kirsabal.
Jug.
Well, we're gonna get the jug at Kirsabal
Jason, you
anyways.
accidentally muted yourself.
No, that was me being like, why don't we just get Kirsa Ball and then we get
Oh, true.
jug and text RP?
Right, because Kirsabal has to happen. Okay, I am so
Big
sorry.
brain.
I know that this is carrying on late. I did not plan it as well as I thought I did.
Thank you, Jason
so-
and Echo, for your big brain moves. Continue.
Of course.
You guys progress for the next 3 days. Nothing happens. Literally nothing. I didn't roll for anything. Adjust the sheets later. You guys get to Kirsabal. Kirsabal is 500 feet up in the air. It is a monastery built into a cliff face. There is a very rudimentary, elevator platform thing that's done by a pulley system, and it looks really, really cool.
Woo!
Here's your new landing page while you're in Kirsabal.
Season
I worked on
2,
this for
baby!
Ah,
Season 2.
Oh wow!
season 2.
There are words around my token.
I think it says Duvanith. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I have to look it up.
Okay, so as you guys take the pulley system up, there's already a small crowd waiting around. The pulley system takes an hour, and you guys are all clustered tightly on this 5x5 platform, bodies pressed together super uncomfortably, until you're finally lifted up onto a sort of craggy outcropping from the cliff face. And the welcoming party consists of largely Aarakocra, very short bird people, all of them with glossy, sleek feathers and robes. And waiting there, besides the Aarakocra, most notably, are two people. One of them is a sort of handsome-faced woman with features much like Koshkal's. She's in blue garb, and there's feathers decorated around her body, and she's dressed richly too. And clasped on her hip is a young boy, maybe around 6, with textured hair and pointed ears. And the woman holding him will take a step forward and go, Princess Koshkal, we've been really worried about you, and your brother's been having trouble sleeping. Thank you so much. I'm Paladin Mesika. Welcome to Kirsabal. Cool, you guys are in Kirsabal. Awesome. End session.
Paladin Mystica.
Yeah!
Where'd she come from?
Hey
How'd she
Fish,
get there?
is there any chance I could get this picture sent to me? Cause I can't zoom in, and so that literally no one in the stream can see anything. Cause if I zoom in,
Yeah.
it cuts half of it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys. If there's anybody left here.
We got a lot to unpack in text, and I'm excited.
Yeah, shit.
All right, guys. You all have a good night. Love you guys. Thanks for coming out. Bye. Mwah.
Mwah.